Thank you, and welcome back again to another video from trainingride.com. We are continuing to learn about QTP, and this is the second video in the series of learning QTP. In the first video, we did talk about how QTP can be used to record a script. I walked you through recording a script on eBay.com, and we entered some information like men's Nike shoes, and we saw how the script ran. Just to jog your memory, here is my script, which is going to get executed. As you can keep your eye on the left-hand side here. This will be running on eBay.com, and then it'll be typing here men's Nike shoes, as you would see that there it is, and then it's going to wait for 5 seconds. And we had a redundant command in there, which is to type again the Nike shoes, but it's the vintage Nike shoes, and that's what it did. And then waited for like 5 seconds, clicked on that search button, and the test is finished. Well, so in the previous recording, we had introduced ourselves with this command called wait. Wait is going to insert a pause of 5 seconds between the commands, or n number of seconds, depending on what is that the value of the seconds which you put in here. All right, now we're going to be introducing ourselves to a few more VB script commands. Okay, recall from the previous video that we went into automation, and then we said the settings of eBay.com here. Now, what if I do not want to do that here, and I want to write that line of code in VB script? How am I going to do that? So for that, there is a command called system util dot, and as you can see, when you do a system util dot, it drops down a window, and then it shows you what are the different things which you could do in here. And those green little things in here, that tells us that these are the methods or the functions of this object called system util. So I'm going to take a run as the method. Now you might be wondering, like, what is he talking about? He's talking about objects and methods and all that. I'm going to come to that. I will have a detailed lecture on what is an object and what are the methods of an object and how do we use that. For now, bear with me when I say that system util is an object and run is a method. And then in here, if I say the meaning of this is I'm instructing QTP to go and open using Windows Explorer. So it is Windows Explorer using Internet Explorer.exe, and I'm instructing it to open a site called eBay.com. So the way this is done is through the use of this system util.run iexplorer.exe http www.ebay.com. Now, if we do that, then there is no need for us to do this because that would be redundant. So I could come in here and then just say, I don't care what you have in here. I just want to record and run test on any open browser. So apply OK. So now that we have not given us inside that settings where to go or what browser to open. So this is what this command is all about. This command is, okay, system util.run iexplore.exe and ebay.com. Okay, with that, if I try to run, if everything is all right, it should open up a browser for me. There it is, and it is taking me to ebay.com. It is typing in here. It is going to type men's Nike shoes. Notice now this is a redundant line which I was talking about because it's basically doing the same thing, and this time it had typed another text called vintage Nike shoes. Let's say if I don't want to do that, the script is still running. Everything is over now. It did finish that running of the script. Okay, here it is. This is what I was talking about. This was more like a redundant thing, right? So let's get rid of that. And so this is what it is. It is going to run the browser, open the browser rather, and then go to ebay.com and then type this men's Nike shoes. Now, let us go and understand this line of code. What is that line of code? Alrighty. For that, let me bring up eBay on the browser, and then I'm going to open up eBay here, and oh, there it is. So in eBay, so this was the browser. It was coming to this application, and in that application, what we were doing, we were in this box. We were typing. What were we typing? We were typing something like men's. Here it is, men's Nike shoes. Right. That's what we were typing. So I'm just going to go back to my browser now and try and do that. So it's men's Nike shoes. That's what we typed. Now, and then we clicked on this button. Right? Okay, now let's go back into QTP and see. Okay, so we, according to this line, we said, go to, hey browser, go, or this is the place it would be going, because on we told through QTP that it should go to the browser ebay.com using the Internet Explorer browser and go to ebay.com. And once it is on ebay.com, we are saying that, okay, on this browser, which is at eBay Electronics Cards, I want you to go to a page, and on that page there's something called web edit, and then in there I want you to do this, men's Nike shoes. Now, wait a second. Now, what is this, right? And what is that, right? And what is this underscore NKW, right? I understand the fact that, okay, we are saying that, okay, that part I understand that, okay, you type this in there, right? But the English word here is type, right? Type men's Nike shoes. That's what I'm saying in English. But QTP, to QTP, it is like set, right? Set. So we are kind of like setting what? Men's Nike shoes. Where are we setting that? That we are setting it on something called a web edit. Now the question is, what is a web edit? Now, if we go back in here, we were typing it in this box, right? So this box where we are typing, that box to QTP, QTP understands this box where you want to type something as web edit. Why web? Because QTP can do both Windows as well as web, right? And this is a web application, so that's why this is called a web edit. If we were testing a Windows application, that would have been a win edit. So this is a web edit, right? So wherever you want to type something, in a box, that box is called a web edit. Now the question is, where is this web edit, right? This is on this page. This is on this page, right? This page, right? Okay, this page. So here, going back into QTP, when we record it, it is saying that, see that little dot in here? That dot is like hierarchy. It is saying that, okay, I am supposed to set, QTP is saying that, okay, I'm supposed to set this text into this web edit, right? Web edit is that box where you can type. Now, what is this underscore NKW? Underscore NKW is the name which it has given to that text, to that box, because there could have been more than one box, right? I mean, on this screen right now, we are seeing only as one box. For our eye, we see it only as a one box, but in the code, there could be like more than one box. So it has to give this box a name. So it gave that box a name called underscore NKW, right? Automatically it did that, right? So that's fine. So in our future classes, we will be seeing as how to write this code. So what would be the name in here? How do we come up with that name and all that? Right now, understand that it is saying that, okay, I have to set up or I have to type this, which is nothing but setting or set into this web edit, which is that box. But this web edit, where is that? It is on a page, right? It is on a page. So we are saying that QTP goes in there and then says, okay, it has to set this text inside this web edit, but the web edit itself is on this page, right? So what is the name QTP has given to this page? Right, that's what it did, right? It came up with something called eBay, electronics, cars, and all that. That's the name it has given to that page, right? But the page itself, if you see this dot, the page itself is a part of this browser. So if you see in here, if you go back to the browser, you see that we start here. This is that web edit. Inside the web edit, we are putting this text, and this text is inside the page, and the whole page is inside the whole browser. The whole page is in the browser, right? So that's how we have to understand any line of code. If you see here, we say that okay, this is the text it is going to put inside this web edit, which is a box, and this web edit box is inside the page. So it is giving these names, right? There is a reasoning behind it giving these names. I'll come to that in a second, right? That is basically called putting giving it those names in what is called an object repository. I will come to that, right? Right now, let's understand the flow. Let's understand the hierarchy. When we are doing something, this is the text which we are putting into or set into this web edit, and the web edit itself is on the page, and the page is in the browser. All right. So far, so good. All right. So this line, I guess, is all right. Now let's go and take a look into this. Here we are saying that okay, I am clicking. You're clicking, but you're clicking on what? You're clicking on a web button, and the name of the web button which QTP has given is search. So if I come back and take a look here, this is the button, right? Not because you have search written here, that's why it is called the search button, but there is a way QTP addresses or names something. But when it comes to a button, right, when it comes to this box, we call it as web edit, right? When it comes to a button, what do we call it? We call it web button. So we are clicking on this web button. The name of the web button is search, right? And this web button, where is the web button? The web button is on that same page, and it is in that browser. Very good. And then we said wait for 5 seconds, and then after that, this is like syncing. Syncing is when you click on that, when we click on that, now it went to a different page, right? So it went to a different page, and if you take a look in here, this page, what you see here, Nike shoes eBay, is different from that page, right? Even though the browser is the same, but the page is different. Well, is that the case? Now, if I do it manually, if I go in here, I have this, right? And when I click on that, it's not the same page anymore. It's a different page now. It's a different page now, right? So, and that's what it is. We were saying in here. We're saying that. But you would say, hey, how do you know about that? I have to call this Nike shoes. No, we are not calling it QTP for whatever the logic of the QTP is, which I'm going to explain it to you very soon, and you will get it like a piece of cake. It is so easy. But for now, just understand that QTP names that page because that's another page as something different from this page, right? But still a part of the same browser because it's in that browser. And then it waits there for 2 seconds, and then it basically closes the browser. Notice that close all tabs, meaning that it just doesn't care what tabs are open or what page is open. It just closes everything. All right. So I basically parse these lines for you so far, right? Okay. Now let us quickly see, right, what happens if I made, if I just go in there and then in the place of that W, if I I remove that W, right? Accidentally, intentionally, unintentionally, whatever the reason is, I did that, right? Now, let us run and see what happens now. Now, everything to the naked eye, everything pretty much looks the same. Like, okay, system util.run. Okay, you're saying that, hey, QTP, go and open Internet Explorer and then take me to ebay.com. It is going to do that. Now you're saying that, okay, put this men's Nike shoes as the text into this web edit, who is _NK. Now let's see if it does that or not, right? Because there was something else before, and then I removed that and put that. So that right there, it comes back and then tells me something. It did open the browser though, right? As you can see, it did open the browser, right? ebay.com, it did open that. But whoa, it came back, and then it is telling me something about run error, and it says the underscore nk web edit object was not found in the object repository. I want you to read it again, right? Okay, what you see here, this thing which is coming back is the best thing which could happen for us to fix the problems. If down the road if we ever get into any problems, and if you want to find out what is the solution to this, you have to read and understand this dialog box which is coming back. This is nothing but our friend. It is trying to talk to us and tell us that, look, QTP is telling us through this box. It is saying that, yeah, I cannot go any further because something wrong had happened here, and then it is telling us what wrong had happened. So it is trying to talk to us in a way. Now we have to understand what this is, right? So it is in the very first line, it is saying that the underscore nk web edit object was not found in the object repository. Okay, first of all, underscore nk web edit object. Well, what is that? If you see, that is this underscore nk. So it is saying that this one was not found in the object repository. Now you might say that, what is an object repository? I mean, is this an object repository, or is this? I mean, what is this? So basically, what object repository is, now we will come to that, and I'm going to explain you what exactly the object repository is. But if you see these options we have 4 options. Either I can stop this test from executing, further, which I guess should be doing, because what's the point? Like, why would we execute the test if it is failing right here? But if you want to retry, I mean, however times you want to retry, it is going to be the same error, right? Retry. Or you could skip it, or you could debug it, right? Right now, I don't want to get into the debug, right? In our previous videos of learning VB script, I have taken you into the debug mode. I've talked at length about what is debugging, and I took you into different areas or different ways of you could be debugging by attaching to the watch window, which is down here. You could attach something. So right now we are not doing that, but down the road we have to do debugging. But right now I just want to show you how to fix this problem, and I will introduce you to what is called object repository. All right. So I want to keep my my presentation to be around like 10 minutes or so, because of the restrictions on YouTube and the other sites where I post it. So the solution to this would be discussed in our future video. For those of you who cannot wait, this is where we would be going in our next video, which is the object repository. When I go into the object repository, this is what I will be walking you through. This is what I will be showing you. This is that object. The object is named as underscore nkw, and here we have just underscore nk. So we got to go and then see as how we're going to be fixing it, and that is exactly what I'm going to be showing you in my next video. Again, thank you so much for being a part of this video, and I hope to see you in another video. Meanwhile, if this is what you would like to continue to learn, go to our site, which is trainingrite.com. Go to this free QTP videos, take a look into what we have there. If this generates any interest in you, and if you want to take the course, then contact us at sales@trainingrite.com, or call us if you're in United States. Call us at 732-998-6650. Till we see you in the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll be coming back very soon with my next video. Thank you.